Okay, we had a couple of days to reflect on what exactly happened on Monday night.
And shave.
And
we
shave.
had time to shave.
Yeah, thank God, because I got really tired of this. How my face was looking. So
You look different.
Yeah,
I haven't seen you look like this in a while.
Yeah, I look clean.
Yeah.
I don't look like a bum.
Took a couple of years off.
Rose is with us today. We are going to reflect on everything that's happened over the past 2 months. Yeah, that was a whirlwind for everybody.
Yeah,
especially Rose. Because
we got to explain why Rose isn't here with us. Why she's on Zoom. First off.
Yeah, Rose is currently on Zoom, looking about as refreshed as one can be with COVID, because she's caught the bug.
She got the Canadian COVID.
Yeah, she got the Canadian COVID.
Yeah,
it's a much friendlier COVID.
Than my COVID.
Much friendlier COVID.
Yeah, much friendlier COVID.
Sorry,
much colder COVID.
Oh man, I apologize to our Canadian viewers. I'm, you guys are awesome.
For an example of how she feels, you can hear the way she feels. Go ahead and talk there, Rose.
Well, yeah, you can all feel how I feel.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, you sound so sad." I'm a very happy person, but yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, she is a very happy person, but she sounds like shit. So let's go over the past 2 months. I guess.
God.
Let's start with Tampa. We did travel to one road game, and that was the road game that they lost.
Yeah. Well, but it was kind of like Edmonton light because they were up 3-0 in the series. We go up there, we're having fun with the fans, we're farting around outside talking to people, and chests were out. Right? We were confident and cocky. We're feeling good. The game didn't go that well.
No.
But, I think experiencing these away arenas and kind of seeing the fans in their element, it's a lot easier to take when your team ends up winning in the end.
Yeah.
So that made Tampa a little bit easier, as did drinking in the beer garden after we were done.
Oh, yeah, that was excellent. I love a beer garden. So, yeah, we've been to Tampa several times, obviously, to watch Panthers games in the playoffs. Rose hasn't. So how was your experience in Tampa?
Oh, I didn't go.
Rose wasn't in Tampa.
Oh,
Kirsten was in Tampa.
Kirsten was in Tampa.
Where were you when we were in Tampa?
Kirsten.
Were you at
I knew it was a lady.
The women's Final Four? Is that where you were?
I don't even remember where I was. But
I think you were somewhere with Lucy.
Yeah, you were with Lucy.
Yeah, I was somewhere with Lucy. Yeah,
you definitely.
I guess it was the WNBA draft or something like that.
Maybe that's what it was. Well, it was like 2 months ago, though.
Jeez, so you nonetheless. Yeah. Rose was not home.
Yeah, no,
but she definitely felt better than what she does now.
Well, now we just had to take Rose to Tampa next season.
Yeah, we got.
You got to show her the Tesla coils.
The eventual matchup with the Lightning. Okay, let's go over Boston. We did not go to any road games for that one. But
you won't go to Boston.
We won't. I'm not welcome to Boston.
It's cool. We didn't really need to go to Boston.
No, we didn't need to go. But as Paul Maurice said, that series was mean.
Yeah,
that series was tough. As for an example, the Sam Bennett punch to Brent Marchand's face. That was pretty much. That summarizes the entire series.
And then Pat Maroon basically chasing Panthers around for the last 2 games, trying to get people to fight. Oh, and speaking of fighting, the David Pastrnak, Matthew Tkachuk fight where
that became a meme.
Yeah, he popped his helmet off. That was a cool moment.
Yeah, that was a very cool moment. So for whatever playoff series for the rest of time, it will be Panthers in 5 because when Tkachuk punched Pasta in the face, his hand went up and all 5 fingers was up. So that's a meme for all time, and the Panthers ended up winning that one.
Well, it's cool, right? Because you don't see playoff fights generally. That doesn't happen. And then you see 2 superstars going at it. I mean, it wasn't that great of a fight, but they both were throwing haymakers. They were trying to get it in there. So I don't know. Just thinking back, that was a really cool thing.
Yeah. On to the Eastern Conference Final. We did go to a road game. That was the Game 5 up in Madison Square Garden against the Rangers.
Rose was there.
Rose was actually there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a cold night in the arena.
We getting there
started.
It
started with all of our flights were delayed.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, we're not gonna make it.
We're on 3 different flights, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were lucky to get there.
Yeah. Well, you had Claire's graduation that day too, so you didn't even have the ability to fly out until like noon.
No. I had to be responsible father.
Yeah.
I had to be super dad that day.
Well, you have to put in the effort because we were out of town for like basically half the last couple months.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah, it definitely felt like that. And I felt like I touched down at like around 5, 6 o'clock. That's what it felt like.
We're lucky that it had the 8 o'clock start time. But I remember Rose trickling in, you trickling in, everybody getting to the arena. But we all got there. And that was a pretty cool night at Madison Square Garden. For me, it was a dream. Like that's my favorite arena to go to watch hockey. It's Madison Square Garden. I love the Rangers fans. I love the building. I love New York City. But doing that in the playoffs and the Rangers taking a 1-0 lead in that game and that building just exploding like that. Yeah. That's one of those things that I'm taking with me from this run was the Madison Square Garden feel.
Yeah, and the fire engine going off on that one.
It was very cool.
That was cool. Rose, what was your experience in New York?
Well, first of all, I was supposed to get there before Roy, and my flight ended up.
You're always supposed to get there before me.
Yeah, I know, but my flight ended up leaving after you. Remember, because of the weather
issue or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what. And then I landed, and I had to go get an Uber, and I was like, I have a bag. So I had to go to the hotel, run to the hotel, put it in the hotel, then grab another Uber, and then just run. And I think I just missed like a minute of the game whenever I got there. Oh, and I ended up in the players' press box because I was looking for you guys.
Oh.
Remember?
I was trying to tell you where to go, and all of a sudden she's like, I think I'm surrounded by players. I go up the stairs, I look to my left, and there's rows around all the Florida Panthers scratches. Just like this little girl with all these massive hockey players, and you were lost, but you looked like you were very comfortable and in your own element when I rescued you from that situation. You looked like you were doing okay on your own there.
Poor Rose over here standing next to Josh Mahura.
Yeah, right? She's just looking for Barkey.
Oh, he was on the ice.
Yeah, well, she ended up getting very much next to Alexander Barkov. We'll get to that in a little bit, but the day after, we filmed some content. We were going around the entire borough of Manhattan.
That was fun. Well, other than the hot dog hunt Rose sent us on.
Yeah.
Which eventually that video's got to make its way to the public because I don't think it's actually been posted yet.
No.
So we're going to have to, maybe that'll be like a summer special, our day in New York.
Yeah, supercut of the entire playoffs.
Yeah, well, Rose, I mean, I'll tell everybody now. Like, Rose got us I Love New York shirts that we had to wear around Manhattan while talking to all the Rangers fans about the loss that they just suffered the night before. And then she sent us on a race, which, I put the air quotes up because Roy obviously was not taking this race very seriously.
Hell no, I wasn't.
To find hot dogs randomly in the city. Yeah. And Rose was just sitting there with her feet up, waiting for us to show up. So this video needs to. We gotta figure out a way to get it.
Here's the thing that I believe that was a problem. I was thinking, okay, it will be chopped onions.
Yeah, same.
Diced onions put on there, but the onions they gave us were marinated in tomato sauce,
something like that, like ketchup. And it was weird because we went to two very different hot dog stands. We went in opposite directions. We ended up with the same gross looking thing.
Yeah, I mean. The way I take my hot dogs is definitely not like that. I mean, it's sauerkraut, sweet relish, spicy mustard, boom, done.
I like the sweet and salty mix on your hot dog, actually. I don't ever want to say those words in that order again.
Well,
but
okay.
That sounds good. I'm like a ketchup, mustard, chopped onions. I'm fine with a little sauerkraut, relish, whatever. Like I'm good with decorating up my hot dog.
Yeah,
give me a toasted bun. Good to go.
Yeah, I'm a foodie. But the hot dogs, Rose, that we got were not what I was expecting, and I could not finish it because that was
disgusting.
Not good. That was not good
no
at
bueno.
all. So that was on you. What was your experience that day?
Well, I was expecting you to finish the hot dog, and when you didn't, you guys lost. So we won
both lost
again.
It was a forfeit.
Rose has been the winner of this whole playoff thing. Except, obviously, and now you've got your big prize of COVID. So congratulations to you.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right, off to the Stanley Cup final.
Oh my God.
We were in a pickle in this situation because I was expecting the Panthers to win this one in 6, so I was preparing. Okay, we're going to end up going up to Edmonton for Game 6.
We said we would go for a
championship
game.
A game.
Deciding, because who thinks that you're going to go there twice, right?
Yeah.
And then the Panthers had to go and win the first 3 games.
Yeah, we had zero
So
choice
selfish.
but to go up to Edmonton for Game 4, and that did not go well at all.
It's okay now, but go. So Game 3 ends on like a Thursday night. Game 4 is on Saturday. So we at like midnight Thursday are like scrambling to book our travel to get up to Edmonton for this, what we think is going to be, crowning moment in the franchise's history. And then it was 8-1 that they lost.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it was cool. And now that they've won, like I'm saying, like it was a cool experience. But walking out of the arena in Edmonton after Game 4 and seeing like the insanity that was on the streets out there, like the 3 of us were walking around for hours, bar hopping.
Drinking, yeah.
Well, but the party just never stopped. And in Canada, pot's legal, so people were walking down the street smoking joints with their shots. And I don't know, it was cool. The Panthers winning makes it cooler for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad we got to experience that now that I'm not suffering from it anymore.
Yeah, and then the Panthers ended up losing 3 straight. Back Game 6, which they lost for the 3rd straight game. We were too tired to really think about anything outside of get our content, get a drink, go home.
Get home. Well, because at that point, our dreams are like on the brink of being crushed.
Yeah.
And in a most historically significant and awful way. And exhaustion. I mean, just from all the travel. So get us home to Game 7, but that made it all worth it.
Before we talk about Game 7, Rose, what were your experiences in both trips to Edmonton?
Well, for Game 4, I was watching Game 3 in Brightside, and they won, and I was like, okay, I have to go to Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Kristen, who at 2 a.m. we were booking the flights, but the flight because it was so late, I had to go Miami, Houston, and when I got in Houston, because our tire, I don't know what happened to our tire. It exploded.
Yeah.
They didn't let us out of the plane. So I lost my connection to Denver. So they had to change my connection to San Francisco. So I fly to San Francisco. Then from San Francisco to Edmonton. But then the plane just started flying around Edmonton. I'm like, when are we going to land? And they were like, oh, no, there's lightning and there's a warning of tornado. So we're going to be here waiting for that to end. And then they're like, oh, we run out of gas. So we're going to go all the way to Calgary. Woo-hoo-hoo.
So it's
we
always
go
what you
to
want to hear on a
Calgary.
plane, right? We're out of gas. Sorry.
Bro.
The tire blew and we're out of gas.
Yeah, that's not good.
Please put your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and locked positions.
Yeah. So they sent us back to Calgary. We fill up the tank. And then finally we made it to Edmonton. And then the second time, it was much better. Like Roy and I, we were travel buddies, so at least I had someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Then I drove all the way from Calgary to Edmonton. On the way there, I am a very professional driver.
I'm sorry? What was that? You're a professional driver?
So who's driving when next time we go to Tampa?
I
Rose
am.
or Roy?
I am.
I'm definitely sleeping in the back.
Yeah, you are.
Roy is driving, and I am DJing.
Oh,
nice. Shit. All right, well, there's that. My flight experience for game. I mean, you guys already know my flight experience. It was bad. I mean,
there was no good experience.
No. Game 4, I was with Rose. We traveled to Houston. The tire blew, but Rose's connection was far earlier than mine because I had a 5-hour layover. Then I ended up in Denver, and then another 5-hour layover going up to Edmonton. So that was 10 hours worth of layovers.
Yeah.
And I got there pretty much late. So there was that. And then coming back, I went to Toronto, and then went to Montreal, and then went back to Miami because I ended up having to change my flight just in case the Panthers won. In fact, I had to change my flight.
You changed your flight
regardless.
when we were in Edmonton.
Yeah, I had to change my flight to later in case the Panthers won, party. But going out at 7:30 in the morning after covering the Stanley Cup final game is entirely too early anyway, so I had to change it regardless. So
it all worked out. Yeah,
3 Canadian cities on the way back before going back to Miami. Game 6's travel was much better. Flew up from Miami to Chicago to Calgary with Rose, drove back, flew back to Charlotte, back to Miami with Rose. Much easier. But we were I bleep that out. We were exhausted. Yeah. So off to Game 7.
Game 7, where, I don't know about you guys, but I was in a shitty mood all day before Game 7. I felt really bad for my wife. I was such an asshole around the house. I was done. With all the travel, the 3 straight losses, I was just done. And so getting to the game, but once we got there, and we were all together, and they scored the first goal, and then I just lost my mind.
Yeah.
I lost my mind.
Yeah, that was
Professionalism
great.
went out the window.
yeah, journalism died that night. I was doing live hits for the Panthers. Sorry, not for the Panthers, but about the Panthers for the show. I was not happy. I was angry, obviously, because we're going to Game 7. This could be the worst collapse in sports history. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's a 50-50 shot. I'm not happy that we have this 50-50 shot. This series should have been over and done with. We should have had the parade already. But yeah, we get into the arena. The coolest thing about that was the beginning was the national anthems. They had Alanis Morissette. That wasn't even the coolest thing.
Nobody heard.
Nobody
could
heard
hear her singing.
No, because everybody was singing.
That was cool.
Both national anthems were being sung by the fans. I've never seen that before.
Well, what we saw up in Edmonton with the Oilers fans, basically they all just in unison sing "O Canada," and it's really cool because it's like 20,000 people singing at the same time. So that kind of trickled down to Florida because there was a decent amount of Oilers fans at Game 7. A lot of them made the trip. And so "O Canada" went first. Everybody sung. And then being Americans that we are, like, bleep that. We're going to one-up you.
It was spite singing.
Yeah, it was spite singing. Yeah, that's exactly right.
How patriotic.
Kind of fits right about now, doesn't it?
I guess so.
In my USA jersey.
Yeah. Carter Verhaeghe, goal and assist.
Ugh.
Played the game of his life. Dude. Sam Reinhart, the cup-winning goal. And
Bob was great.
Bob was spectacular.
It was very appropriate, right? Verhaeghe has a amazingly tenacious game, very, very Carter Verhaeghe, the game of the series, the game of the playoffs for him. Sam Reinhart, the big goal scorer from the season, gets the game-winning goal. Bob has a great game other than one goal. The whole thing just feels like very Panthers.
Yeah, and then they finished it in the corner in the 0-0, and then the cup was lifted. Connor McDavid won the Conn Smythe. He did not show up for that one. No. Nor do I blame him. So
look at that right there, man. Paul Maurice with the cup. That was.
Let's get to that. We go downstairs, and Rose, who was already sick before we even found out that she had COVID, she was not feeling well, but she was determined. Yeah. Show up to this game. So
we had a mission.
Her and Danny.
We had a mission for Rose. This whole playoff, she wanted one thing. That's it.
I said if I didn't have that one thing, I would quit.
What was it? Tell her what was the one thing.
I said I want my picture with Barkey. If not, I quit. I go.
I
won't do anything else in my life.
If they win the Stanley Cup, we will get that picture.
Yeah. And we're gonna pass that along to the boys in the back, so they can put it up on the screen for you. She got that picture. We're herded down into like a bullpen area, which was actually the dining area for the broadcast.
Yeah, in the bowels of the arena.
And the goal horn blew because that was the Panthers team picture with the cup, and then we got herded into the ice. So seeing all the Panthers fans over here, like looking at us going onto the ice, they're cheering. Yeah. It's still loud. Everybody's happy. That was a moment.
That was cool. I think, at least for us, and for you a little bit more, because you and I were both there in Vegas last year. You were in Tampa the year before, but the year before it was Colorado, Tampa, so there was no vested interest there.
Well, no, there was actually vested interest because I was obviously pulling for Colorado.
Comparatively, So last year we're in Vegas, heartbreaking, but it was going on the ice and being out. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, that was right after the Paul Maurice press conference where that was made me feel better.
Yeah, well, half the team was hurt, and Paul Maurice being Paul Maurice just kind of finds a way to soothe with his words. But I feel like those experiences made walking onto the ice in South Florida at Amerant Bank Arena with all the Panthers fans, with how many people on the ice were we celebrating with because we have personal relationships with them? That was what I had been envisioning for 12 months after doing it in Vegas, but doing it with the wrong team in the wrong arena. So the way it all ended, at home, on that ice. But I after going through it and hating part of it, like I wouldn't trade any of it at this point.
Yeah, us celebrating with the likes of Aaron Brown and Jordan McPherson, George Richards, Kobe Guy, Alex Baumgartner. Yeah, that was Billy Lindsay and Doug Plakins, Steve Goldstein, Randy Moeller. That was
celebrating with
awesome.
Billy it's still kind of resonating with me. Bill Lindsay, just his call on the final goal and his emotions on the ice like that. There's just a lot that's kind of sticking with me.
Yeah. Rose, what was your experience on the ice?
The ice, I was very, very sick. So I was a little bit out of it. But when I saw Barkey so close, I was like, okay, this is all worth it. And a lot of people told me, hey, don't go. You feel sick. I didn't know it was COVID. If I knew it was COVID, I wouldn't have been there. But I was like, after everything we've done, after all of this, I'm very invested in this team now. I am a hockey fan now. So how can I not go? And it was worth it. Like seeing both of you reactions and all of the fans, and then the lifting of the cup and Barkey and et cetera, et cetera. It was just we witnessed history, as you said, like. And I was glad to be part of it. So very, very happy and very, very sick.
And on that note,
that is the end of the National Hockey League season. So what's coming up next is the NHL draft, and free agency begins on Monday, and we're going to start the offseason and oh boy, we got a lot of stuff that we got to do this upcoming offseason, because a lot of moves are going to have to be made and a lot of hearts are going to have to be broken, and we're going to see a lot of new people on this team, and we can't wait for it as we go into the offseason portion of the hockey show.
What the puck?
For Rose, for David Dwork of the Hockey News, my name is Roy Bellamy. We will see you in a couple weeks because I am taking a little bit of time off. Thank God. I can't believe this, but I really don't have to say anything because, I mean, look at this. The Stanley Cup champions. The Stanley Cup champions. It says it on the board.
The cup's over there somewhere.
The cup's over there somewhere. It says it all around the ribbon board. The final score.
Oh, my God, dude.
2-1. The Florida Panthers won it in a style that they have mastered all season.
You said it. What was it? What did they do?
Shut down City in the third period. They completely shut this team down in the third period. We're here with Kevin Sinland, and you guys have played your asses off all playoffs. You made it to 7 games here in the Stanley Cup Finals. Give us your feelings right now.
Oh, that's unbelievable. It's hard to describe. It's been a long journey, but we're here now, and we're really going to enjoy it.
What's the celebration going to be like tonight?
It's going to be long. It's going to be hard. So I'm excited for that, too.
That's right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Great job, dude.
For Jeremy Taché of Bally's Sports Florida. They just won a Stanley Cup, Jeremy.
He just won the Stanley Cup. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened. We're on the ice.
God.
We're standing on the
Oh,
ice.
my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's happening. It's all happening.
It's all happening. This is. You got the good seat up there in the press box, whoever it is, Mike. So you took my seat, goddammit.
I did. I took Roy's seat for the entirety of this playoff run. And I would like to say I should probably sit in that seat for every playoff run for the rest of our lives.
Agreed.
Based off the way that this went, I apologize, but you've got to sit auxiliary. I sit there because the Panthers won the fucking Stanley Cup.
Yeah, baby.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you saying that this Stanley Cup is all because of you?
I would like to take my place where the credit is due. After Greg, after Roy, but above some others, and just saying, go Ice Cats. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Captain. Thank you. We're with Panthers captain Alexander Barkov. You just raised the Stanley Cup. Can you believe that?
I guess we're champions, right?
I guess so. Give us your feelings. How you feel right now?
Unbelievable. Well, you dream about this moment your whole life since you were born. When you get your first skates on and first time you touch the stick, you dream about this, and to be able to do it with this organization, this team, and here in front of our own fans, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Makes the last couple weeks a little bit more worth it that you got to celebrate at home and everything you went through. It kind of makes everything that much better now, right?
Yeah, I mean, with this team, we never find the easy way to do it. So, well, it took us to Game 7 to do it, and we're probably played our best game in Game 7.
We've seen you play for a very long time. We're talking about a decade now. A decade you've been in this Panthers sweater, and now you get to lift the Stanley Cup as a captain. I mean, this is amazing, man. I'm proud of you as a Panthers fan. I'm proud of you as a member of the media. I'm so happy to see that you actually got to do this. So congratulations to you, Alexander.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We're here with Stanley C. Panther, the Florida Panthers. This is the championship mascot. How you feel right now, Stanley?
Yes. Couldn't agree more. It's been amazing. What was it like for you watching Game 7? Yes. Oh, my God.
We got Stephen Lawrence and Anthony Stolarz, everybody. You boys just won the Stanley Cup. How you feel?
There's no real words for it right now. Still just trying to enjoy the moment. It's been a long time, long season for us. We grinded, we earned this. We didn't deserve it. We earned it every step of the way, and it wasn't easy at times, but here we are.
How you feeling, Anthony?
Pretty damn good right now. It's such a surreal moment just to be able to share it with everybody on the team, guys that worked so hard during the year, training camp, regular season, and 25 games of playoffs or whatever it was. So it's been a long year, and just to see all that hard work pay off, it's all worth it.
The Luongo name is going on the cup.
I know, it's honestly so surreal. That's what's going on right now. I mean, since the second I came on the ice and just seeing the boys with the cup, it's everything I would imagine and more. So I'm so proud of these guys. They worked so hard all year from the first day of training camp. After a long season the year before, they put in the work, and you could tell this year going into the playoffs that it was a different vibe around the team.
I think the added motivation tonight was from you drumming.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen.
That was the best drumming effort of the playoffs. You were so into it. I got jacked up. Way the hell up there.
Yeah, I had a lot of emotions over the last 10 days I needed to let out. So I wanted to make sure that I got it all out so that I could go relax in the suite and watch the game.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Congratulations. Live it up tonight.
Not too much. We got to do the draft in a couple of days. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We are here with Florida Panthers owner Vinny Viola, and he's a Brooklyn boy done good. Congratulations. Since you've taken over the franchise, you made this a first-class organization, and you got yourself a new practice facility and everything. Now you're a Stanley Cup champion. How do you feel?
I feel very happy for the fans we're looking at. I feel very happy for South Florida. I feel very, very happy for the community. I feel blessed, truly blessed.
Yeah.
Great. Our organization, it's character-based, family-based. I mean, I feel humbled. I feel more humility tonight than I can express, really. That's how I feel.
It's got to feel good, kind of building on what you just said, knowing that you guys did it the right way.
We did it the right way.
Family hires, you brought in Matty Caldwell. It took an extended period to hire Billy.
Yep.
You looked for Paul. Just all the right moves. So it's got to feel good to know that you guys took your time, you did it right, and now look at what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we're South Florida, we're champions forever. Stanley Cup never leaves. So South Florida, God bless the fans, God bless the people, God bless the community, and thank you for your patience. They had a lot of patience with us.
We've interviewed as many people as we could, and
Soaked it up.
Yeah, we soaked it up. It's a joyous occasion here at ice level here at Amerant Bank Arena as the Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup, David.
Yeah, I am blown away. It's just kind of starting to sink in, looking around all the championship banner. I mean, we've been trying to soak it in. As you can see, we're like the last ones here. We don't want to leave. I'm fine sleeping here. This is so cool.